we're going to be using Mural to do our open spaces. So you're going to get a link, links.devopsdaystx.org/open spaces. You'll see this in our Discord. Once you actually go there, you're going to be taken to our Mural board. You'll notice that it asks for your name, but this is optional. You can choose to be completely anonymous on this board, and you do not need to sign in or have a Mural account. So just click enter as a visitor, whether you put in a name or not. So this is what you actually end up on. You might get information about accepting cookies and a little tutorial. I've already been to this page on this browser, so it's not actually going to let me do that. But you can see I have a couple of different things going on here. If I want to move the board, I can click the little hand in the right-hand corner and move the board around. And I can also zoom in down here on the bottom. There are keyboard shortcuts for this, so if you are using a keyboard, you'll be able to do so. When you want to add an idea to open spaces, you're going to double click in one of these two boxes to create a sticky note. Adding an idea for open spaces. Now that's really tiny and it's really hard to see, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see. If I want to add another idea, I just double click and here's another idea. Now, you are not going to be able to set these all up on the board just yet, so we're going to ask you to work here. Once all of this has been done, your moderators, who you'll see with little stars down here on the bottom, will be moving everything down and merging some topics together to set everything up for voting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording here and go set up the vote. Okay, so now your moderators have created all of the stickies in this little space at the end, so this space right here. We're going to leave those be, and when you get to voting, everything is going to lock down so that you only can do voting. So we're going to zoom back in on that little board, and I'm going to turn on the voting session. You get 3 votes. And now the voting session has started. It'll give you directions on how to add a vote, remove a vote, and information about your vote. So we are going to begin voting. You see there are 3 votes left and 3 people are voting. So I'm going to add a vote here and I'm going to add another 2 votes on this one. But let's say I don't like this vote on the first one. I changed my mind. I'm going to press shift and click again and click over here. You get information about how many votes you have left up here in the top and who else is voting. And I'm going to go vote on another screen with different information. And what you'll actually be able to see now that I voted somewhere else, you can see who else still has votes left. But obviously, you can't tell what else has been voted for. You may also see a timer that tells you how much time you have left to vote. So the timer will run and we can actually run it out. So you'll hear end timer and you'll see time's up, wrap up what you're working on. And then the vote itself will likely end. And then everyone gets to see what the results of the votes were. So in this case, we've had 2 votes for these top 2. Each one of those got 2 votes, and there was only 1 unique voter, and then 1 vote with 1 unique voter on the bottom one. We will be using this to schedule all of our open spaces, and we will do this on both days. The whole system will get updated as you go. If you want to take off that voting session and stop looking at it, you can actually just close out. And if you want to see the votes again, show the results page or show the votes. Just like that. So that's how we use Mural for open spaces. We can't wait to do this with you.